As the turbo is exhaust-driven, heat from the gases is transferred to the turbine wheel, housing, shaft and bearings. Compression of the air also generates heat, and so lubrication and cooling are very important considerations. Cooling is carried out by heat dissipation by oil from the engine lubrication system. The oil flows under pressure through the upper drilling into the bearing housing and onto the bearings. The turbine side of the bearing housing is cooled by an oil pressure drilling, and the oil returns directly to the engine sump via the lower drilling. It's very important that only the correct grade of SF oil is used in turbocharged petrol engines. With diesel engines, an SHPD specification oil must be used. It's vitally important to the reliable running of turbochargers that only these oils are used on the correct engine. The SF and SHPD specifications have the correct characteristics to be compatible with the respective fuels. They can stand the higher operating temperatures and are more resistant to carbonizing. It's the carbonizing of the oil in the bearing housing which can restrict the oil flow, impairing the lubrication and cooling processes, which can lead to premature failure of the turbo. The owner should be informed at the time of purchase that the engine should be allowed to idle for at least 1 minute before switching off. This allows sufficient heat to be dissipated from the turbocharger by the oil circulation, preventing carbonizing of the bearing housing. A further improvement for 1985 will be the introduction of a liquid-cooled turbocharger.